Yo, 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 what's happening, everybody? I'm Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays, and this is Detroit Lenny on the beach, is what he's doing.
Yeah.
AC busted in Las Vegas. It's literally the worst thing that can happen to you if you live in Las Vegas. It's
And it's
78 in
like-
my house right now, and I'm sweating.
Yeah, it's 92 in our house right now,
Oh my
and
God.
it's also 92 outside. Probably not actually. No, it was 92 last night, but now it's like all of a sudden. I saw Mandy last night. We're watching the weather, like 10 o'clock news. I'm like, hey, remember when we were complaining it never rained here? Like we needed rain. Now it's raining the next 7 days. Last night there was such high winds and a dust storm. I opened my door. I thought it was the apocalypse out front. It was like red sky, dust, hazy. I couldn't see the mountains. I couldn't see nothing. My AC is working because I just got the damn thing replaced like a month or so ago. But the thermostat decided
The smart thing?
Yeah, the smart thing's not so smart anymore. So
It's weird they can't just fix that like remotely.
well, we
all the
trying, but I
internet.
think so. I went and bought another one last night. Tried to put that on, and it's not the thermostat. There's a wire. It's not getting power, and I think it's the wire inside that's dead. So I'm just like over it.
I'm with it.
So
Well,
I'm hot.
I hope you
Hot
coolness in
people.
your
I'm
future.
hot.
It's 91 in Vegas right now.
Yeah, I'm hot.
So it's actually
So-
cooler outside. So it's good that you're there outside on the beach.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna beach it up. Wear my sun hat and my tank top, and
That's what Miss Medic is doing right now. She sent me a text. This bitch. Mexico. She's in Cabo.
Oh wow.
Thanks for the
Maybe
invite.
I'll see her.
Medic.
Maybe that's
She
where
told
I'm
me
at.
Yeah, she told me to tell you, tell everybody hi and have a
Oh.
good show and whatnot. So before we get rolling, let's everybody like and subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Sugar nuts. I was supposed to send Rodney Molina a link, and I didn't. Hold on. Let me text him real quick. Scott Reichel will be on the show, though. That's going to happen. Hi, Sean Austin. You love your effing plays? You know that
Okay.
Lenny doesn't grade them anymore, right? That I grade them. So
Okay,
we're
got
talking
nothing to do with
Lenny.
Handicaping, and it's been awesome.
Okay, Rodney.
I
Shoot,
didn't
forgot to
see.
send you a
I
link
looked
for
on the
today,
YouTube
What
page.
is your email address?
I looked on the YouTube page. I looked on.
I
looked-
didn't.
I looked everywhere, and I don't see Bill McDonald or Justin McKelvey, and on the Facebook page and both YouTube pages.
Okay,
So
maybe Bill
think-
was out and I just don't remember it. But I swore he had Liverpool because I took that bet, but maybe
Right.
not.
So there's only
what
4
is it?
people left: AB, Joan, Michael, and Angie Everett.
Justin McKelvey, did you put in a pick yesterday? Because we're missing your pick. And Rail Bailey's going to meet us tonight with his cousin downtown at Circa. So any of you morning Woodies in Vegas who want to come out tonight and meet with me and Lenny and Rail Bailey and Chanel L. and then the whole insiders room, well, except Rye and Nick Parsons, but Dan Kaiser's son. I want to say Dustin's there, Dustin Bowser. There's a bunch of them in town. So we're all going to meet at Circa tonight so I could get them into that contest. Then we're going to walk to Binion's because they're getting in the Bill Hill contest also. Speaking of Bill Hill, that's another name for Caesars. And Caesars Sportsbook is the official sponsor of Picks and Parlays. If you're a new account, you could sign up now by using this promo code, Morningful, or just check out the description of this video and click on the link.
That's true.
Scene. All new accounts up to $1,250 in a risk-free first bet, 1,000 reward credits, 1,000 tier credits. You're just getting hooked up. Okay, go in the description of this video and click on the link. Just do it. Oh, and Josh will be there too. My Joshy will be there as well.
My Joshy.
He is your Joshy. You guys have lots of football to talk, but yeah, bring like a big a pocket with wear pants that have a big back pocket because I have
pants.
Shorts with a big back pocket if you don't bring the wife, because I have that packet for you that you're going to have to walk around with all night. So keep that
I
in
will
mind.
bring my big pocket, also known as my wife.
I love it when you call me Big Pocket. So I've got my 2 HC plays. I went 2-0 yesterday. Woo-hoo! And I think today I'm going to take the Braves over 7, which I know some places it's 7.5, but I got it at BOL at 7. And I think I'm going to take who's your other one? Who's my other one? The White Sox over 8. You have any thoughts on these? You're not even paying attention to baseball anymore, are you?
No, I haven't bet baseball since Monday. I went 1-1 on Monday, and then I'm over baseball. I am over. But I should say maybe I should get back to baseball because I had a bad Thursday night. But Thursday night football was Thursday night football. I mean, it is what it is.
The line told us everything we should have known.
I just think that I just think the Rams look a little hungover.
Well, and handicapping, you're handicapping. It was like when Duke lost to UNC that first time, when all that hype was on Duke UNC. And, it's one of those things where there's got to be so many interviews the Rams are doing. There's got to be so many people in town. There's so much pressure from the Super Bowl win. There's just so much that they're kind of having to deal with as humans.
This was a big game for Buffalo. They got up for this game.
It was they did. And now
the Kansas City game.
And here comes Buffalo, who should have won the Super Bowl or should have had a shot or the shoulda, woulda, couldas, and they're not there. And now here's their time to ship it. So just handicapping the handicap we had on that game, it was kind of all there for us. We just, we just didn't get it. We just didn't get it. But for next time. I got Rycape gave me the first half under 25. I hit that. I missed the teaser, and then I had Rams money line. I missed that, but I did get my 2 HCs, so I made money yesterday.
Yeah, things I did win. Bills team total over at halftime. I bet that, and the under, the whole under, and then the teaser I lost the Rams money line. I lost the Rams plus points. Allen Robertson, 1 target for 12 yards, 2 targets, I should say, at the end. I had him for an anytime touchdown and over 64.5 yards. He almost got a bullshit touchdown at the end, with 4 seconds left or whatever, but that would have saved me a little bit. But it was a bad day, but it is what it is. These are the days of our lives, like sands to the hourglass.
Oh my God. Justin can't honestly remember because he started drinking at 6 a.m. yesterday like an adult. So everything's a blur. So he's out, but at least he won money and he just can't wait till next week.
I'm thinking about making some kind of umbrella drink here. Here's the thing is the AC people brought over one of those portable AC units. It's in my living room. So my living room is actually really nice and cold in the rest of the house. But my bedroom and my office area, it's like a sweatshop in here. Mandy's got me working like I was in Taiwan making Nike shoes or something. I don't even know, man. But that's what
Hogs are going to take down South Carolina. Have you looked at any college football? So just for everyone that looks in Parlay's View Crew, tonight I'm doing college football total chaos and NFL total chaos. So you guys will have those. I'll release college tonight, and then NFL is Lenny and Terry tomorrow. So that should be for tomorrow. But you guys are filming it today. But I will release these chaoses for you. Oh, you switched your pick. Okay, that happens. It's kind of a rule in Last Woody. It's like super bad luck to switch your pick. Although a lot of us do it all the time and it's just fine. But we do like to say that mostly out of laziness, that we don't want to go back and look for your old pick and then put it in something else.
I will say this about last night's game. Don't overreact. It's not like the Rams are trash. The Rams are still going to be good. Okay. Yeah. Buffalo's still going to be good. I think actually if anybody's going to overreact, it'll be next week against Buffalo. I think there'll be more overreaction on the Buffalo side of the spread and people betting Buffalo. Oh my God, let's just hand them the Super Bowl trophy. Look what they did to the Rams. Tread lightly. That's all. It's week 1, game 1.
I will say
like,
one thing, in handicapping my own handicapping, when the Rams were down 10-0, I really wanted to in play them and grab points. And I didn't, because I'm like, I already have Rams plus 8.5 on a teaser. I've got them on a money line. Like, why do I need to put more money onto this team right now just because they're down? And I thought that they would be up.
I bet that at the end of the first quarter when they were down or whatever it was, when they were down 10-0, I bet them, I won the first half. Rams plus points, but that was about it.
Yeah, I had that.
It wasn't many. There was like, I'm throwing like quarter units, I mean, I'm not throwing a lot on there, 10, 20 bucks here and there. So I lost a couple $100 last night. It's not the end of the world.
Cooper Kupp did me well, though. My fantasy team got out to a good start.
I don't even want to talk about
smashing Julie Carly's ass. What, Julie Carly? Where you at?
I'm surprised. Craig Trapp called me this morning to let me know because he's doing Power Hour and he's got to do a 3 prop bets for Sunday Night Football. So he was driving and he's like, "Hey, let me just give them to you so I don't have to text him." I'm like, "All right," and he's like, "So you want to talk about fantasy?" And I just hung up on him. So I did. I was like, "I gotta go." I got Allie's show. I got Allie's show in 5 minutes. Click, and then all I heard was because I laughed up.
I tweeted Rycape because he's who I'm up against in our fantasy. So I tweeted, and I think I'm up like 2 points on him. I had both kickers. Like on my picks and parlays, I have the Bills kicker, and on picks and parlays, I have the Rams kicker. So my Bills kicker got me like a point or two, and I posted on Twitter. I'm like, you should just quit now, Rye. You should just quit now.
Just stop.
I'm already winning. I'm already in your head, Rycape. Yeah.
So he's got Josh Allen. Obviously, Josh Allen went off last night. In our league, he got him 33.5 points. But his tight end only got him 1 point. He only had one catch.
That's a
for
loose
5
end,
yards.
if you ask me. That's a loose end, Craig.
Yeah. So, but I had Cooper Kupp on the other side, projected 17 points, got me 25. So I overproduced as well. So we'll see. We're right now. He's projected to beat me by about 5 points. It's like 45-55 split. It's a lot could happen. I mean, it's one game. So I'm looking for Patty Mahomes to take me home, baby, and Juju. I'm looking for that little connection there on Sunday specifically. So hopefully, and I don't know about Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that guy. I don't know if I should start him.
I'm not into him. Catching up on Sunday, you can try. You wouldn't have to catch up if you're already winning like me, Julie. Just saying.
That's also a true story, Julie.
I don't know if it's a good thing that I play fantasy football, guys. I don't know if this is good or not. Hi, Tim Earl. What's the name of your fantasy team again?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Detroit Lenny.
Oh,
so I don't know. What should it be? Woodies, tell me what I should do.
Who's your guy? Who's your quarterback?
Well, I got Pat Mahomes. I got Cooper Kupp. I got Juju Smith.
You have like my team. That's my team on the Picks and Parlay squad.
Yeah, I got
Pat Mahomes and Cooper
Cam
Kupp.
Akers. Cam Akers. What a disappointment yesterday. 0 points, Cam Akers.
Ooh.
Cam Akers. You're about to get freaking dropped, bro. You were drafted like top 3. I swear to God.
I'll give him a moment. Just give him a moment.
Cam, if you're listening, there's a potential spot right behind Thomas Grice in the street.
I was all paranoid because like it says start active players on your thing. And then I would click it and it's got a check mark next to it. And I'm like, well, why would it ask me start active players if they're not already starting? And then I was like having this panic attack 3 minutes before game time. Like, are they starting or aren't they starting? How do I know who's starting? Like I was freaking out. And then the game started and Cooper Kupp got a point. And I was like, okay, I'm live. It's happening.
He had a good day. I mean, he did Cooper Kupp things, Yeah.
Did he get his 7.5 receptions like Hannah said?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He had that in the first half. He had 8 catches in the first half. So,
get it, Hannah. She got one. She was 1-1. You go, girl.
Right. Matt Stafford looked like he didn't play all preseason. He looked like the last game he played was the Super Bowl. and so he was off a little bit. So I mean, I'm not worried about the Rams. The Rams still do their thing. Listen, I'm still semi-confident that the Rams back-to-back.
Oh my gosh. Settle down, Matt Stafford humper.
I'm not Matt Stafford humping, but
I feel like you might be. You might be. So over on the Morning Woody page, I don't know how many of you have seen this, but I'd love it if everyone would participate. So we are not in the Circa contest this year, but the Twins are, and Higgs is, and Dan Kaiser is. And so we figure I'm just going to every week post the Circa lines on the Morning Woody page, and you guys go through and pick your top 5. And then by the end of the week, we'll have the top 5 that everyone chose, and we'll compare that up against the Twins and Higgs and the Insiders Room, and we'll kind of do our own little competition. And also it gives us picks, it gives us kind of who we're on. So if you guys haven't joined the Morning Woody Facebook crew, it's right here. Here, actually, let me drop this into the comments. Copy. And then this is also where you get our HC picks. Eddie Sanchez and Kyle Pickard are rolling right along. I'm in 3rd place here. Wait. Okay, there you go. I know, Rodney, you were supposed to come on the show. Did you text me your thingy?
I know what I'm going to name my team, my fantasy football team.
Country Roads Take My Home.
WWJJD. What would Juju do?
I love that. What would Juju do?
What would Juju do? Or Pat Mahomes?
What am I looking for? Stick 'em. What? Stick 'em. Okay, so yeah, everybody go to that Morning Wood page. Pick your top 5 who you think are the best bets. Danny Dangerfield Daniels. I'm taking that out of there, you nut. He added himself as an option. Y'all, don't mess around. Don't piss me off. Don't make me. Your nieces call you Juju? That's so cute. Sweep the leg. Exactly. Sweep the leg.
Oh, Obi-Wan Manobi. Only one Mahomes. Or rolling with my homies for Mahomes because he's my quarterback.
Cute.
That's cute. Take Mahomes tonight.
Take Mahomes tonight. Country Road, take Mahomes.
Yeah.
What about
There's a
pat
lot
on the back or
Mahomes? KC Masterpiece because I got a few Kansas City people. That's it. That is it.
KC Masterpiece?
No, I don't like it.
What about My Nieces Call Me Juju? That's a good name for a team.
That's fair.
Juju Carly. So yeah, guys, head over to the Morningwood Facebook page. Oh, that's what I was going to do is show you guys the HC results right now. I haven't gotten everybody exactly in order, but I have tried. Boop, boop, boop.
There you
boop,
go,
boop,
Julie
boop.
Carly. My new fantasy football team name for picks and parlays is My Nieces Call Me Juju.
Yes, I love it. Yay.
Bam, done, saved. Hey, rock and roll. My Nieces Call Me Juju.
Yep, perfect. Okay, so this is where we're at right here for the HC.
Oh yeah, what's going on here? What's going on? Who's
Lots
winning?
of stuff.
I've looked
Eddie
at zero
Sanchez
stuff.
is in the lead. A lot of you are still picking, even though you're out, which I'm still grading you, even though you're out. I'm not sure why, but I am because I want you all to know what you're doing. Okay, here we go. How big is this? So yeah, Eddie is numero uno, Kyle is numero dos, and this bitch over here is number 3.
You should name your team this bitch.
This bitch. So this is how it's going down right now. So it's really good picks over there on the site. Scroll to the bottom for your name. Julie just cannot get a 2-0. Where are you, Jules?
You'll be all right.
You got an out next to yours, but I keep going. There you are, 6 and 10. Just keep going, girl. Keep going. Let's see what happens.
Don't worry.
I'm grading them
first,
now. I don't mind.
Where's the first? Rich strike the field, Julie. It's been done. Ask Sean Austin.
Yep. Never heard of him. Sean who?
No, Sean Asterix Austin.
Uh-huh. That's the one. That's the one. Okay, so is there anyone in college football that you're just loving tomorrow that you've looked at?
I really like. So there's a teaser that I kind of like.
And Woodies,
Is
tell us too if there's anyone you love in college
Yeah.
football tomorrow or baseball today, but college football, let's chat.
I'm gonna roll. I know this is kind of a little squarish with the first pick, but I really like Alabama over Texas. If you're gonna give me 6 points to get them down to 2 touchdowns, I think they can. I think they win. I think they cover the 20. So I'm gonna take them down in Texas. I'm gonna take Alabama. I'm big on Miami. I have been all year, like the last 3 weeks.
Alabama first half was like a huge play last season, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I kind of what was the other one? Oh, Houston. Give me Houston over Texas Tech. Give me the points. Give me all the points. Texas Tech's -4. Houston on a 6-point teaser. You're gonna give me +6 or +10. So Houston +10. Teaser I already have in place.
Sugar nuts.
Houston +10. What else did I say? Alabama -14 and Miami -19. I think it is 19 or 18, something like that. I think they're 24 or whatever. Nick Earl is trying to bait me into this Texas money line, and it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I also kind of dig Tennessee. I know they're -6. I don't like the line in Pittsburgh, but I think Tennessee is a really good team. And I think Pitt just came off a really hard victory last week against West Virginia. And that was a really big game for them. And now, I mean, all these college games are good. All these college games are big games because, it's not like they have a lot of games to play. So they're all big, don't get me wrong, but that Tennessee-Pittsburgh game, I'm going to watch that game. As a fan, I'm going to watch that game because the creamsicles are going to come out. I'm going to watch it. Hopefully my AC's fixed. And I'm going to eat a creamsicle.
81% of the money is on Pitt, and the number moved from Tennessee -5.5 to -6. So the number's actually moving the wrong way in the Tennessee favor. 72% of the tickets are on Tennessee, though. And then it's split in the total also. 64% on the under in cash. It moved up 1 point because 76% of the tickets are on the over. So I would say Tennessee and the under would be the play there for me.
I like that. I could get behind that. I also don't hate that, Vandy, with the points against Wake Forest. Wake Forest is way overrated. And Baylor, slaughter game, I believe.
It is. Wake.
And
Wake went to minus from
almost
6.5 to
game.
13.
It's like the third latest game of the night. But Baylor, BYU shouldn't be ranked. Those Mormons ain't doing nothing.
Well, they won the Pac-12, so that's their big deal. But I'm not high on BYU. I never am though.
I'll take Baylor,
especially over Baylor.
Right. I'll take Baylor on the road. They travel well.
What did that originally open at? Hold on, let me see. Because all the money is on BYU, and it's showing that the line hasn't moved. That it's still at 3.
I also like USC, even though they got to go to Stanford, play in Stanford. I know there's somewhat of a little rivalry there, but USC is really good. I think so. Them being favored by 8 in Stanford on the road, give me USC. I'll probably add USC on another. The 3 I gave out earlier, that's my probably 3 favorite. Just I'm gonna win that, but there'll be another teaser with like 5 or 6 different combinations of.
Oh, I'm not fading Mike Leach. He's my guy to go against Arizona.
Yeah, slaughter game. That game starts a half hour after the BYU whatever game.
You just added Deshaun Watson to what? I mean, I know to what, but to
I hope it's a fantasy football keeper league.
Yeah.
Because he ain't playing for a while.
Yeah,
who's coming on today? Should I send
It was Scott Reichel, and I asked Rodney Molina for his
I should probably check my Twitter, see if. Oh, am I? Yeah,
Let's
Scott
just pop
Reichel's looking for a link. Hold on,
Oh,
I'll send it.
I thought he could just pop in. Doesn't he already?
I don't think he realizes that.
Oh, we'll tell him right now.
But I'm about to. Bam. My bad.
We're gonna learn him something. Slaughter game.
He's coming on right now.
Everyone sees a top. See, that's what I think too. That the slaughter game will be Baylor. Because it's just way more highly. Remember, it doesn't have to be the last game of the night. It's going to be one of the. Otherwise, it would just always be Hawaii. That would always be the slaughter game. It's going to be one of the last games of the night where all the money is on one side and the line's not moving or it's moving the wrong way. Now with USC, we have 78% of the cash on USC, but their 10.5 went to an 8.5, so that doesn't make sense right there. But they're not the later game. Baylor. We have 76% of the money on BYU and the number's not moving. So that would be your slaughter game for sure. I'm because
probably still going to sprinkle
DeAndre Hopkins because in week 6, he's going to be effing ready to go. DeAndre Hopkins will be, and he's on my team. I got to plug this in really quick. I'll wait for Rachel to get here. So you have a friend. Okay. I don't want to leave you alone on the beach.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time somebody left me alone on the beach.
God, everyone wants to talk. Here's Rodney. Okay, Rodney, I'm gonna invite you in if you want to come on the show to say what's up to us all. We got about 30 minutes. Perfect.
This guy.
Boop. What up?
What's happening?
How's it going? What's up?
You can just jump into our show.
Yeah, you don't need an invite.
I don't like to be rude.
I do.
I appreciate. You're a popular person. You might be busy. You might have some people on the schedule. Don't want to, step on anybody's toes.
I forgot about Rodney.
It's all good.
It's coming in. All right, there we go.
That's okay. We were talking about how you're coming on the show, and then I'm like, oh wait, I usually tweet him a link. I go, I didn't do that today. And then I opened up Twitter and I saw your message. Am I on today? And I'm like, oh yeah, my bad. Here's the link.
I told Scott Reichel, I'm like, I ruin your life. Like I schedule him and then I forget about it. And then I'll set chaos things and then I can't do them that day. And it's like, Scott's my problem. You're my problem child. Well, I think I'm your problem child because you don't do anything wrong. I'm the a-hole. You're always ready to go.
Either way, point is I never know when you have other people on or whatever. So I kind of I take the invite.
Well, we're like live on YouTube. You could just turn on the show and look.
Yeah, I know. I kind of just take the invite as a sign of we still want you on the air. So I kind of take that as the reassurance. So that's kind of how I look at it. But
it's true. We do. So
well, thanks
Scott,
for coming on.
Do it. Just do it. So we were just talking about Baylor BYU. We were talking about some Vandy Wake Forest. Mississippi State, Arizona, Alabama, Texas. Do you have any feelings or thoughts on any of those games right out the gate? Or do you want to just move into a different thing altogether?
Well, I am giving out one of those plays or a play on one of those games in the college football show. I'll do a bit of a preview, though. I'm taking Bama. Okay. I got Bama minus 20 against Texas. I can't really avoid it. Texas is back. They beat UL Monroe by about 40. Congratulations. I didn't think they looked very good offensively. I mean, Ewers threw a pick against UL Monroe. They had a pick six. They had a punt return touchdown. The offense didn't really look great. And Utah State's offense wasn't great against UConn in week 1 either. They still won the conference last year. Bama gave up 7 first downs. 7 to a defending conference title team. And they still have young.
Texas out.
The shutout I'm not going to agree with because it isn't Texas. But in reality, how many points do I think Texas is going to score? Like 21 maybe as a ceiling?
I don't see them breaking 10.
I was going to say, even if they score 21, I think Bama's scoring 40 and change. So I still like Bama. We've seen this spot for several years, whether it involved Miami last year, whether it involved Wisconsin a while ago. Bama just plays an out-of-conference team and they smack the crap out of them. It's really just the same story, different year. My takeaway from week 1, when it came to the top tier teams, you have Bama, Georgia, 1A, 1B, everyone else. So do I think Texas keeps it close? Not really. Do I think Sarkisian's a good coach? Meh. I think he's okay. Yeah. I know Saban usually kills his assistants when they have these head-to-head matchups. I just think Bama's one of the best teams in the country. It's not really close. And Texas, I think, is a pretty good team. I'm still not really sold on Ewers. Bama could score 50. They can score 45. They can score 40. I think they cover either way. I'm going to take Bama to win this game by 3 touchdowns.
All right.
Minimum.
Lenny's teasing them. He's teasing them. Now, did you get into the
They're part of the
Alabama
teasing.
first half thing last season? Like, we were always on Alabama first half last season, I feel like.
So Bama first half still applies. I'm not sure if it's going to be the same on the road here. The thing is, in a non-conference game against a well-known opponent, is Bama
Who
really
used to
going to
work for you?
is Bama going to really take its foot off the gas?
No.
Like, really? Like, probably not. So I think the first half kind of applies more when they're favored by 40 and you just think they'll be up 28 at the half and you want to try to cut into it before they pull everyone. I don't think Bama's really going to pull anybody because this is one of their bigger games out of conference, and the fact that they can make a statement and basically say we are the best team in the country, deal with it, I do think is why I kind of like the full game more than the first half, because it's on the road and Bama doesn't really have any incentive to pull everyone. I think they're just going to try to win by as much as possible, and they'll probably win by 30. That's how I look at the game.
I 100% agree. That's what I mean. They're added onto a teaser, onto a multiple. I like Houston this week. I like Tennessee. I like Alabama. I really like Houston, though. Houston's.
What do you think about Houston, Reichel?
Miami.
I think the Houston line is fascinating because Tech is using a backup quarterback because Shuck got injured and he's not going to play. And yet apparently people like the backup more than Shuck. So they upgraded by the first quarterback getting injured, which I find kind of weird. I thought Houston looked pretty good against UTSA. You can argue that it went to a couple overtimes and everything like that, but UTSA was undefeated at home for like a year and a half. They went into UTSA and they ended a massive win streak on in their home building. I think it's a pretty good win. I still think Tune's a pretty good coach. I think that they have a pretty good overall team. I think Tech is always going to be a mediocre team that's kind of going to battle and have some moments either way. Their ceiling every year is what, like 7-5?
Yeah.
I think you're teasing it. I don't mind it. I think it's a close game.
I feel like Houston kind of overlooked. Oh no, Rodney, you were there.
I'll take Houston. Yes. I'll take Houston on the money line, to be honest with you. But on the teaser, I'm going to take them at 10+ points. They're not getting blown out, even if they lose that game. So,
worst case scenario, I see one possession.
Right.
So that's how I'm looking at it. But
that's fair. I don't know why everything is falling.
Are there any other games that you guys like? What
do you like tonight?
Who do you like tonight?
My play of the day is on Central Florida. I got UCF minus the 5.5. I know it's really difficult to try to balance, I'd say, justifiable and unbiased takes compared to week one overreactions. But I think Louisville might suck. I'm just going to say it. I mean, they got blown out by Syracuse by 24 on the road. Now, Syracuse is a potentially improved team. They're not bad by any means. But Malik Cunningham is the main piece of that entire team, and you assume the offense, worst-case scenario, will be good. You scored 7 points against Syracuse in week one. 7? That's really all you could do there, and I think
Satterfield...
Against Syracuse, I think Satterfield's a dead man walking. I like UCF tonight.
I agree.
That's your play. What's happening, Rodney Molina?
What's going on? Y'all can hear me?
Well, yes, we can hear you. Welcome to the Wood.
All right. Bet, win, and repeat.
Exactly.
That's what we do.
So for anyone who doesn't know, this is Rodney Molina. He's the guy that just took down the HC, the Handicapper with the greatest record of all time. I always forget what it was. It's 44.
44 and 15.
And 15. Nice. That's how it went down.
That's what's up.
It can't be that because it has to be an even number, doesn't
44,
it?
15, and 1.
And 1. Okay, there it is.
One push. One time.
My boy Lenny was good,
What's
man.
happening? I tried to take him down last month in the contest. The more me and Tim tried to catch him, the further he got away.
Tim was going crazy. He was going crazy for a minute.
Nuts.
Yeah,
Tim was trying to catch you. And
definitely.
So, Allie, I want to ask you, though, does it bother you how good his record was when he didn't need to use ping pong? Does that bother you at all?
What was my
She's
record?
crushing it this
I'm sure she always crushes ping pong. I'm just saying.
Allie was killed. Allie kills.
Yeah.
Allie kills, man. Allie kills. That ping pong thing, I think she had some insider information. I thought at first.
I think she knows somebody in the Ukraine.
I'm the
Yeah.
insider that you guys get your information from.
Yeah.
You're missing it. You're missing
Yeah,
it.
Right, right.
My
I
record in
text her
I'm
my
only
teasers.
doing.
She texts me her Russian table tennis plays. That's
It's a fair
the
trade.
relationship we have.
But no,
Yo.
Rachel, I'm in third right now, and I'm only doing baseball, and I'm 11-4-1. I forget. I think my record was 42 and like 18
Something.
for
Nice.
table tennis. I think I was 42 and 18, but Rodney
Something
beat it with
killing.
44, whatever, and 1. I don't know why I can't do math that way. 40,
You was
60
killing.
minus 44 and a push, and then whatever that is his losses. That's
The point is he
You was
crushed.
killing. I had it.
That's all that matters.
Yeah,
kill
he
right?
crushed it.
The kill switch cooled off to next month.
Yeah, it's the curse. It's the curse of that contest. If
Yeah.
you have a really good month and you win it, and you have an outstanding month, the very next week of the next month, you lay an egg. You just can't get a pick together. And I've seen it happen time and time again.
Yep. Alan Miles and I were just talking about it. He went out in the first round of the last one. Rodney, you're already out of this one.
That's a fact.
And that
I'm
was
like,
first
yo.
and third. Scott Reichel, do you notice that? Like if you go, and how do you deal with it when you're on a heater and then you just know you're starting to tank and it's like that law of averages, you're going downhill. How do you navigate that in your own personal handicapping?
Well, I feel like some of it's still going to depend on how confident you are in each individual play. I'm not going to fully sway and say, well, because I lost 3 of my last 4, I'm suddenly expecting to lose my next 6. If I'm confident in an individual
but what if
play,
you did? Because that's what's happening to a lot of us is that then we do lose our next 6.
I think
You know,
there's
like
there's one simple piece of advice. If you think you're going to lose, bet less. Or
Right.
don't bet at all. I mean, there's a pretty simple way to look at it.
Sometimes your best bet is no bet.
If you're not that
but
confident,
then it's always so scary to jump back into it because you're like, is the bad streak over? Like, do I make a bet now? What if I lose it? Then I'm just
I think
doomed
the main
forever. I'll
point-
never win again.
the main
Allie
point,
Birds, I'll be right back.
if you've been betting long enough, you know that variance is going to come. You know that it's going to happen, and you know that at some point you're going to win a couple in a row and you're going to lose a couple in a row. The point is, long term, are you going to be profitable more often than not?
Right,
That's really
right.
how it goes. But yeah,
Yep. Make the right bets.
so
Make proper decisions and stuff. Yep.
when it comes down to being in a slump, you could reduce your unit size. I'm not going to stop betting. I bet for a living. I've done it for 5+ years. I've been profitable. I'm not going to suddenly stop because I lose a couple in a row. But if you are concerned about a potential downswing, reduce the unit size. That's really the main advice, because if you're lacking confidence, the last thing you want to do is bet more, and you probably don't want to bet the same. So if you're really concerned about not seeing the board clearly, either don't play or play less. That's really my main advice.
This is part of my thing with moving up in unit sizes. You know, like it's like I'll do well, and then my 5 will turn into 10, and then my 10 will go to 15. And then as soon as I start betting 15, I lose everything that I made from 5 to 15 in 3 bets. I can like lose, X amount of bets. I can just lose it all. And now I'm back to $5 bets and I'm not up anymore. Like that happens to me. So I get so stressed out about increasing my unit size because it's like, well, at least I know what I'll lose. I know where I'm at right now. I'm less concerned. I know this is so counterintuitive, but I am so much less concerned in this industry about making money than I am about being right. Like I make the picks just for like a lot of my HC picks. I don't even bet on them. I just want to be right. I don't care about the money in some way that I need to like retire betting on sports. I get paid to bet on sports without ever making a bet, so
Right.
Does that make any sense? Am I crazy there?
Isn't that the Michael Jordan philosophy where he said, I don't have a gambling problem, I have a competition problem, or I have a competitive
Competition.
problem?
That's a fact.
It's the same exact idea,
That's
right?
a
I mean,
fact.
you're not doing it for the money. Jordan didn't do it for the money. The point is he likes to beat other people at
Win.
their own game. That's really the point. Yeah.
I
It's a
like
When I
competitive
first
edge.
got into the handicapping, I seen Brian killing him. I said that next month I was like, yo, I'm gonna get into this contest. I'm gonna try to win. I came in 3rd place that contest, the first month that I came in the contest. But it was
Right.
just competitive, my competitive spirit. I was like, yeah, I gotta win. I gotta keep winning. You know what I mean? Like I don't like to lose.
Yeah.
Even right now when I lost, I'm a little uptight. You know what I mean? But I kept betting. I keep
Yeah,
betting.
but you become a stronger person. Like my whole goal is just to beat D-Talk. That's really that's my entire purpose for being
Mine
in
is
this
Sean
contest
Austin.
is just to beat D-Talk.
He's an animal. Detox,
He is.
Brian,
And I'm
they up
beating
at-
him right now.
they're up there.
I play
Alan
for one
Myers with
reason
the
and one
props.
reason only, to finish above Sean Austin. I don't care if I finish a 27 spot. Sean Austin better finish in 28th. Okay, that's it. That's all I did.
Right.
So how does one become your arch rival in this contest? Is there
Oh
trash
my
talk
God, there's a
involved? How does that
million
work?
ways.
A lot of trash
Trash
talk involved in
talking.
this
Lot of
contest.
trash
Lenny and Sean
Trash
Austin are
talking.
like proper rivals.
First
Proper
of all,
rivals.
let me just
Like,
say,
I don't
pronounce
honestly
his
know
name
if you
correctly.
guys are friends or not. That's how good the
Pronounce his
rivalry
name
is.
correctly. It's Sean Austin because he did win the handicap 10, but not because he beat me in the record, because I can't win the money. So it defaults to him. Sean
a
Austin.
default. It was a default.
That's the asterisk there. Let's be clear about that.
It was
No,
an asterisk.
I think if me and Sean Austin were in the same city, we'd hang out all the time and still talk trash to each other,
Right.
but it would just be over beers. So you know, it's all
It's
good.
competition.
And
It's competition.
funny.
Definitely competition.
You know exactly how you feel about the other ones because as you go through and grade it, I'll be like, get it, Rickett. Get it, Sean. Screw you, D-Talk. You know, like just your own brain lets you know exactly how you feel about that person.
Yo,
Yeah, mine is
Good to see
I
you.
listen, when you run the contest, you automatically get a target on your back. Cause like especially for us, because we could
Yes.
and Allie go into contest and they're all
Yes.
like, oh, I'm taking out Detroit Lenny. And I'm
Yeah.
like, hey man, I'm just here to compete. Calm down. Like
Yeah.
I don't
That's
you
a
know,
fact.
man.
That's a
Anyway.
fact. They're trying to take Lenny and Allie out.
Yeah.
D-Talk and Brian.
Tim. And Tim.
And Tim, yeah, you gotta hit you
That's
gotta
a
knock the
fact.
twins
You
out.
know,
That's
then
a
there's
fact.
Brian Gillahan's really, really good, but for whatever
Captain
reason,
Brian
like I want
Gillahan.
him to be really good. It doesn't bother me. I'm like,
Captain.
kick ass, Brian
Captain.
Gillahan.
He does
do
so
your
good
thing,
that
man.
we just refer to the handicap 10 contest as when he plays Captain Brian Gillahan
Captain.
because he's finished in the top 3 so many times.
That's a fact.
Well, didn't he win
That's
it
a fact.
back to back? I feel
He
like
won it back to
And
back.
he won it back to back.
Yeah, he won.
Which is
But
never
we
enough.
like we bet we
Hey,
all
Shell,
win
you should
because if you
compete.
follow them, you follow me, we all win because I follow
Yeah.
them too. I place bets with them, like
Yep.
Oh.
they picks. I place bets with they picks too. So
When I have a
That's
all
hard
win.
day,
yes.
when I would have a hard day in the handicap 10, I would like and didn't know what I wanted to pick. I would just, all right, what's Brian Gillahan on? What's
Yep.
Ricky
that's
on?
a fact.
What's
I do the same
D-Talk
thing.
on? What's Rodney Molina on?
Well,
What's
I don't do it to get
you
their
know, and I'll
picks.
just be, all right, I'm take one of these guys, pick one of these guys, pick. Those are
Right.
my picks.
Right.
I don't do
You
it to
know?
get their picks, but at the end of the night, when I don't have any action and there's a couple games out, I'll scroll through Handicapping and just see, like, does anyone have anything on the Giants or the Dodgers or, you know, like one of those later games? And
Right.
if anyone's got to play on them, I'll kind of look just to make my own bets that way, but I don't typically copy the bets.
What y'all think about the Yankees today? Like that Fred Montas dude, he been doing good against the Yankees, and Drew
All
and
right, Shell,
Dr.
that's your wheelhouse.
And
Well-
Dr. been doing good against the Yankees too.
Yeah, Montes
Fred
just
Montas,
yeah.
go ahead,
Pitched well
go ahead.
against Tampa. He pitched well against Tampa on Sunday. The issue is the Yankees still can't hit. And Judge is incredible. Nobody else does anything. They strand people on base every damn inning. It was such a brutal loss yesterday. But I got to lean Tampa here. I'm watching the
Tampa.
Yankees implode in front of my eyes. I'm a Yankees fan. I'm a big Yankees fan. It's been a brutal month and a half.
I'm sorry.
I've made a lot of money. It doesn't make me feel
Right.
any better on the inside. But Tampa's a machine. They're getting Wander Franco back tonight, who's arguably their best player, which is going to be a big boost. Rasmussen has been amazing. He
Amazing.
almost had a no-hitter a
on.
couple starts ago. He's been great. But the Yankees can't hit. And you're looking at the bullpen. It's pretty good, but I still have to look at all the guys that have gotten hurt for this team for the past year, for the past couple of weeks. Rizzo's on the IL. LeMahieu's on the IL. Stanton pinch hit yesterday. For some reason, he can't move. I don't really know why he was pinch hitting. They don't have anybody with talent besides Judge in the lineup right now. And I like the young kids. Peraza's intriguing. Cabrera, I don't know if he can hit, but he's a hell of an outfielder and shortstop. I don't think the Yankees are that talented because half of their good players are injured. And
They did
Tampa,
move.
what?
They did move from plus 105 to a minus 105 is what I'm showing, though.
It's because they're at
Right.
home.
Yeah.
Montes has been good
It's
against
still
them.
opened
But
as a dog.
One
Yeah.
earned run in 18 innings
he's
for,
been great.
for
but
Montas against Tampa.
I just can't look past the fact that on paper, Tampa's lineup doesn't look great, but they're getting Franco back, which is a big deal. And Tampa does what they always do. They find a way. You look at their lineup
Right.
and you go, who the hell are these guys? And you look up and they're winning 4-3 in the 8th inning. It's the
I
same
don't
story
know.
every year.
60%
It's what Kevin
of
Cash
the money's
does.
on Rays, and it's going the Yankees' way. That line just looks fishy to me.
It's very
18
fishy.
innings, 18 innings for Montas, 18 innings for Montas, one earned run. But
I
against
expect
Tampa.
the game to be competitive. I just can't look past the fact that the Yankees, when push comes to shove, I don't trust their offense enough. They don't get any big hits. They're awful with runners in scoring position. This team lives and dies by the home run every single game, and it's awful
Right.
to watch, and I hate it. But it's the
So what
reality
you
of
like?
my
You
life
like?
right
Do
now.
you think that we should bet like the under for the first 5, the 3.5?
I like that play if you expect
like
Montes
that.
to pitch well. I think it's going to be a
Right.
low-scoring game. It's a very meaningful game for both teams because Tampa's
Yeah.
4.5 back in the division, and I think it's going to get a lot closer. I'm not picking the Yankees to win the series over the weekend.
Oh
I
no,
think
yeah.
I think Tampa's taking at least 2 or 3.
Right.
But I'm not surprised money's coming on the Yankees because they're the Yankees, and people will blindly bet on them at home because they're the big market team. They need to win it, whatever the hell that means. People will blindly take the Yankees. Tampa's been a much better team for the past month and a half. And you can say the Yankees are taking a lot of money. They've been huge favorites a lot in the past 2 months, and they've gotten their asses kicked. So I don't know if it
That's a
means
fact.
anything to me with the line move. I'm leaning Tampa. I just trust Tampa more than the Yankees right now.
That's a fact.
The Yankees
stay
are
off.
imploding. What about the marquee matchup in baseball tonight? Friday Night Lights, basically in MLB. Tigers versus the Royals.
I like Lynch more than the other guy.
See where the money is.
I'm just saying. I quit
64.
baseball. I quit baseball.
Me
Baseball.
too. I even
we're on
like. I
timeout.
even do that.
We are on a
Baseball
timeout
timeout.
till playoffs.
Just saying, Lenny,
So they get some Mac right in there.
if you want to bet on the Tigers on the road, have fun. That's all I'm saying. That's not for me.
The
That might
line's
be for
moving
you.
their
That's
way.
not for me.
Yeah, listen.
There's 64% of the money
I'd
on
rather-
the Royals, but that 140 went to a 129.
Yeah, I'm not messing with none of that.
I like
Yeah.
tonight the Louisville game. Anytime the touchdown prop for Cunningham.
Well, he has to
think
play
he's gonna
better.
rush.
I mean, he was so bad in
Yeah.
week 1. He was awful.
Right.
But
I think he's gonna rush for a touchdown. Last
Yeah.
year he had like 99 or close to 100 yards in rushing against them last year. I
Yeah.
believe.
that was a crazy game last year, too. I'm on
Mhm.
UCF
Yeah.
minus the 5.5. I don't think Louisville's very good from what I've seen.
Right.
I'm not a fan of their coach either. Satterfield, I think, is going to get fired. It seems like it's kind of a lost cause.
I don't think
at
he
this
makes
point.
it the end of through the
That's a
year.
fact. That's
I don't
a
think
fact.
he should. If they lose this game, they might start the year 0-3.
Yeah.
And they haven't made many bowl games recently too. But Malzahn, I think, is a decent coach. It's in the bounce house. We know that the crowd should be very into it in Central Florida. It's a revenge game as well because last year you just mentioned it, Rodney, that UCF probably should have won that game. They threw a pick 6 in the final minute to lose it.
Yep.
UCF has a lot of guys from that team from last year.
I
I'm
remember
sure
that.
a lot of them had
I
the game
remember that,
circled,
yeah.
saying this is the team that got away. We're going to kick their asses at home. So I like UCF. I think they got all the motivation. Louisville's motivated. I just don't think they're very good. Syracuse torched them. I just can't get past that.
Yeah,
Syracuse
that was
killed them last
nasty.
week.
Yeah.
That was
So-
nasty. That was nasty. So we looking like the over? You like the over?
I'm checking the weather. There's supposed to be some rain, which I
I
think
was
is a
going to
bit
say,
concerning.
I haven't bet it yet, but I kind of like the over depending on the weather.
The cash
right.
and the tickets are on the over.
It seems
I
like
like
there's
the
going to
over.
be some rain. So just keep in mind with the weather report if that scares you off. But I like UCF because, or at least UCF team total over, because Louisville let Syracuse do whatever it wanted offensively. Tucker at running back. They got Schrader at quarterback, a good dual threat weapon. Plumlee's a better dual threat quarterback than Schrader is. And Louisville couldn't stop him at all last week. So I
Yeah,
think UCF's going
exactly.
to go up and down. If I had to guess.
I like UCF with the points too.
Yeah.
But they cover they cover like the last 2 seasons or something like that. They covered Louisville covered last season.
I think Louisville covered last season, but it came down to a
Right.
fluke pick 6 in the
To
final
the fluke
minute.
pick 6. That's a fact.
So
That's a
UCF
fact.
would have covered. Like they were going to probably win the game. So
So
That's a
there's a
fact.
little bitterness there, a little bitter
Little bit.
beer face.
it also
That's
means
a
that
fact.
the ATS numbers are misleading because UCF arguably outplayed them last year and lost the game because Gabriel basically blew the game in the final minute. So
I will probably be
That
live
under.
betting the
I
hell
like
out of this
UCF
game.
under, actually, now that I'm looking. That's what I
I like Cunningham props and Russian Cunningham props in the touchdown. That's what I like. He's going to
he's
get a touchdown.
going to need
They
to
can't
because
do
they don't
nothing.
have any weapons. Like he's going to
Mhm.
have to run for 120 if they want any shot to win this game.
And UCF, I think, is missing like O lineman or something like that, like two or three O line.
Yeah, they're battling a couple injuries here and there. I still like their defensive line, so I do think that they're going to be able to generate pressure. Cunningham's going to have to bail out of the pocket and run a lot. because
Yeah.
it's been the case for several years. Do they have many weapons? No, it's pretty much Cunningham by himself. That's been the
By
case for
himself.
what, like 2-3 years?
He's gonna be running.
Yeah, he's going to need to.
He's gonna be running.
And you got the other game between like Boise and New Mexico.
What you like for that?
My best advice: find something else to watch.
Wow,
I don't want anything to do with that. Boise,
I
Wow,
don't have to do with
no.
that either.
I was anti Boise week 1. I liked Oregon State in that game. I'm just anti Bachmeier. I don't think Bachmeier is any good. I've said it for a couple years. He was a pretty decent freshman, and he's been the same quarterback ever since. And he got benched in the first half last week. I don't think that there's a matter of overvaluing or undervaluing Boise, because I think most people realize now their quarterback isn't very good. So I don't know where the value is anymore, because Boise was overvalued in week 1.
Right.
They might be undervalued now because I don't think New Mexico's any good. Like, New Mexico beat Maine by like 30-plus points. Congratulations, you beat Maine. Am I supposed to react to that? What is
41-0.
Maine.
So
what's your best bet?
Yeah.
What's your best bet for the weekend?
My best bet for today, I got UCF. I got the -5.5. For the weekend, I got my college football show coming up in about an hour and change. I like Bama. I think
Bama all the way. I like them at half. I like them total. I like everything. I like Texas team total under. I like everything.
Just watching week 1, you could just tell it's Georgia and Bama. They're going to play in the conference title. They're going to play in the title game probably again, and nobody's near them. It looks like they're playing a different sport. It's not even close comparing those two teams to everyone else. It's not even close.
I like New Mexico tonight plus the points.
I don't mind.
Yeah, I think there's just so many points in that New Mexico game. Like it went 16-17. The money's on Boise. It moved the right way, but it just feels like it's a lot of points.
It's also a low total, so that's kind of going to be why a lot of people lean to the dog. Because if you're expecting the winning team to score like 24 points, you're going to take the underdog every time. But I don't know. Part of me is kind of leaning to Boise because they were so bad in week 1. And I don't think the team's awful. I just don't like Bachmeier as a quarterback. I don't think New Mexico's any good. They haven't been good in years. You can argue that they'll keep it close, maybe. But Boise might have the game circled. I'm sure the coach gave them hell for the entire week for what they showed in week 1. Right. I'm staying away. If Boise wins by 3 touchdowns, I would not be surprised because they have to have a better showing than week 1. That was embarrassing against Oregon State. That was awful. So I'm staying away. But I guess I'll lean Boise, but there's no chance I'm putting any of my hard-earned money on that game. 0% chance.
Hard-earned?
Hard and heart, because, it takes a lot of effort over here. But I'm not going to bother. I'm staying away from that game entirely.
Well, we're almost out of time. I appreciate everybody coming on.
Yes, it was so great to meet you, Rodney. It's so good to see you as always. Scott Reichel, tell us real quick about the new football store. Store?
Yeah. What kind of store you got going?
Merchandise?
Do we have a store?
Not that I know of. If we do, then that's above my pay grade because I don't know much about it. But so besides the Just Parlay show, which I'm doing in about 5 minutes, I'm also doing the college football show with Steen. We give out 3 picks apiece. We go head to head, and at the end of the year, we have bragging rights. I guess we're tied 1-1. I'm still salty about the first year. I was up by a bunch of games, and I absolutely choked it, and I'm still salty about it. But last year I won. Went 2-1 last week, so it's a good start. And that's going to be at around 3. It's not a live stream, though. It's going to be on the Max Wagers Network, and I believe Winners and Winers as well. So if you want some bonus college football picks for free, we have 6 free picks for you at like 3 o'clock.
Got it. Boom. Right there. Nailed it.
There it is.
What's the name of the show?
That's a great question. It's a working title.
Well, now it's a
working title.
It's a working title. It's called NCAAF Betting Show. So, we're working on it.
Let's keep working. We're going to keep working
on it. Well, the original show, we had Back to the Window, but I don't know if we can recycle that. I don't know what we're going to do with it. So we'll come up with something.
How about Back to the Window? Thank me later. Okay, guys.
Thank you later.
All right, guys, we got to sign off. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Sugar nuts. What did I do? Ring that bell for notifications. I got it. I'm back.
I can do
I
nothing.
gotta stop drinking so much coffee in the morning. I'm telling you, going to the gym and drinking coffee and eating vitamins is the worst. Okay,
In that order,
Drinking
you eat the
beer,
vitamins
smoking
after the
weed,
gym.
the best, man. Like I have way too much energy for myself. Where if I just like smoked some weed and was a little hungover today, I'd be normal Allie, like you guys are used to.
Yo, Allie, good luck, man. Good seeing you too.
Yes.
Lenny, money making Lenny, man. Next month, man.
I'll be back next
man.
month. I'll be
Come
back
back
in the
next
next
month,
month.
man.
I
Regroup
needed,
next
I needed
month.
a month off. I'm
I
on
know, it's not
vacay.
the
I'm
same
in
without
Hawaii
you.
on vacay. Can't tell.
Oh, we need a rocking chair play, a farm play. We're going with UCF, right? That was Richel's best bet.
UCF.
Lenny's on Alabama. Richel likes it too.
Well,
Rodney, what was your best bet?
I like the touchdown prop for Cunningham. I like
that's
that.
right.
The farm
And
play is the
over-
throwback to Back to the Window, because that's what we used to
Yeah,
call
that's
the
right, the
joint
farm
show.
play.
And I will announce, by the way, for our college football show moving forward, we will have a farm play. So we are going to have a bonus play there. We brought it back. So
Yes.
get excited for that.
Love it.
We let the comment
All
section
right, guys.
decide. They voted for the farm. We brought it back.
Beautiful. I love farm plays and squad bets. On Game Time Decision, they have their squad bets. And then on Morning
Bet,
Wood, we have
win,
gut
repeat.
plays. Yeah.
Let's
There you
go.
go.
Bet, win, repeat. All right, guys. Y'all have a great weekend. Everybody, let's make some money. It's week 1 of the NFL. Let's make that loot. Shit, I got to find out what my password is to Sean Higgs Circa. Anyway, and then I'll see all of you out tonight at the Circa at 5 p.m. if you're in Vegas and want to meet with the Insiders Room and the Morning Wood crew. We'll be there. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Good luck, everyone, unless you're against Lenny.
Yes. Bye.